Hello guys, and welcome to the channel. This channel is all about football betting and improving your win rate, earn more regular income and be successful with betting. If you're not yet subscribed, please hit subscribe and the little bell button so you get notifications for when more videos come out, because we've got some absolute gems coming out soon. Now in this video we're going a little bit different. We're going to be talking about the psychology behind betting and how to improve your mental game when it comes to betting. It's a big thing which is overlooked so much. People think betting is all about just picking the right winners and, you know, looking at form, and that's it. Obviously picking winners is useful, but if you haven't got your mental state right, or you haven't got your nut in the game, then it can easily all go down the pan and you lose everything, and that's where we don't want to be going. So yeah, let's break it down. Let's go through a few points and hopefully you get some little hints and tips for yourself and improve your betting. So let's start with your mindset when it comes to betting. So, you know, your mindset is like the foundation of a house. If you get it right, everything else will fall into place and, you know, you should have some long-term success. So you've got two different mindsets you could put yourself into. So you might have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Now a fixed mindset is someone who thinks you've either got it or you haven't. So you're born with a lot of luck. Whatever you bet on over the long term, you earn good money from it, and you just got a good knack for it. That's basically it. Or you're just crap at betting and that's it, and you just give up on it. So that's a fixed mindset. You either got it or you haven't, and nothing's going to change that. However, you want to kind of flip that, and you want to have the growth mindset where, you know, anyone can do this, anyone can learn. Over time, you can get better at things. It's not just a case of you've either got it or you haven't. If you put in the work, if you put in the hours, if you get knowledgeable, if you build up your experience, you will get better at this. And just by changing your mindset to being more positive and being able to learn and put hours into this, you can become good at it. You're not going to walk straight into this and start earning loads of money straight away without any knowledge or without any losses. You know, you've got to have ups and downs, but as long as you're there for the road, you're here for the journey, you're here to learn, you know, you can set yourself up for a good career in this. Or at least some good income, some good regular income. Now the second thing is maintaining discipline. It's a bit boring, but it's got to be done. Without discipline, you know, it's all just going to go down the shitter. So by having discipline, you know, it's going to stop you from blowing your budget, chasing losses, and it will stop you from choosing games and bets with your heart instead of your head and being smart about it. Now I won't go into too much detail about stopping yourself from chasing losses. That will come in another video. I want to do a whole video on that. But to keep it brief, what you can do is you want to ensure you've got a very good staking plan. You stick to the same amount each month. I recommend between 1 to 3% of your bank balance, and you don't go over this. You don't go crazy if you start losing and you start increasing your stakes and all that shit. You don't want to be doing that. And if you found a strategy that works, make sure you stick to it. Even if you briefly go off course a bit and a few bets don't work. But if you've got a logbook of all your bets and you know that your strategy works and you've just got a bit of a dip, just, you know, remain calm and stick with it. Don't let that little devil on your shoulder tell you to bet on West Ham to beat Man City, because it won't happen. But having a logbook is very useful. I did make a logbook. I'll put the link below if you want to download that and use that. But you can just use Excel, just have date, match, the market was on, odds, if it won or lost. Just by logging your bets, you know, you become more accountable, and it can help with not rushing into bets too quickly, because you got to log it and then you can check the stats more, watch the game a bit longer. So it just makes yourself more accountable and a little bit more in control. Now that goes on to my next thing, which is managing your emotion. Now again, this is so important, and this is important not only for when you're losing loads of bets, but also if you're winning loads. Because if you're losing loads of bets, obviously you get angry, you might start rushing bets and you start increasing your stake to try and chase losses, but you've just got to remain very calm throughout. And just say you lose a bet, and it's very frustrating because it should have come in. They had loads of shots on target and loads of attacks, or VAR stopped a goal in the 98th minute when it should have been a goal or whatever. And you're going to get frustrated and angry, and that could ruin the next bet you have. If you go straight into another bet, you're full of emotions and you haven't really thought it through properly. You don't want to be doing that. So if you lose a bet and you can feel yourself getting a little bit angry, just take a step back for a bit. Like, go for a walk, go and get a drink, eat some food. just have a bit of a break. It doesn't even have to be long. Sometimes even 10 or 20 minutes is enough just to calm down a bit. And then when you go back to your laptop to check out some more games, you're back to calm and you're ready to go. And that's also the same if you're winning loads of bets, because there's times when I've won maybe like 10 bets in a row and you feel on top of the world. You're like, no matter what I bet on, it's just going to win. And you can, you know, sometimes you might overbet a bit because you just think you're on top of the world. But Lady Luck looks down at you and goes, nah, that's it now. And you start losing all your bets. So the same thing applies. If you're winning loads, don't jump straight into the next bet just because you think you're a god now. If you win like 3 or 4 bets in a row, still remain calm. Don't go crazy. Don't get too excited. Just take each bet as it comes, every opportunity as it comes in a game, and yeah, don't rush it. And like I mentioned earlier, if you're in a losing streak and psychologically it's kind of like put a brick wall in front of you, you start doubting yourself because you've lost a few bets in a row, that's when you can refer back to your logbook and you can see that over the long term, the strategy you're using is working. Just because you have a bit of a dip now doesn't mean the strategy is ruined and it's not working anymore. A lot of people, when they start losing, they self-doubt, they feel like a failure and they think it's all going wrong. But just refer to your logbook, scroll out of your results so you can see the bigger picture and you know you're on the up, and just make sure you stay positive. Don't go into some dark hole, into the shadows, and start doubting yourself and being negative, because that's just not going to help when you're picking games. You've got to believe in yourself and trust in your ability. And if you feel like you're starting to doubt yourself and you're feeling a bit negative and you're on a bit of an emotional roller coaster with your bets, just take some time out. And like, even if an hour isn't long enough, take maybe a couple days out, maybe even a week. Find another hobby for a bit. Go running. I do a bit of running now, surprisingly, yes. I'm not a massive fan, but you know what? It's actually right. You go for a run, you clear your head, you come back and you're ready to go. But yeah, it's good to have a time out, especially on a Saturday, because sometimes on Saturdays, that's not my biggest day. So from 9 AM all day I'm watching football and stuff, and even that can still get too much for me. So it's good just to turn off for a bit, go out the house, see the sun, and just have some time to yourself and relax. And once you get back into the games, you're a lot more calm and you're ready to go. So we've gone through a few things. We've gone through mindset, we've gone through discipline, we've gone through managing emotions, and that barely touches the surface. But I just wanted to do like a quick overview video, and hopefully you can get some hints and tips from it. Put these strategies into practice from now. With betting, every day you're learning new things when you're watching games, or from stats and from odds. So everyone's always learning, so you know, we're in this together. And remember guys, it's not all about picking the winners and the losers. Even though it may seem it, it is about mastering the mental game up here, staying focused, staying disciplined, keeping your emotions in check, and keeping cool. Before you go though, make sure you like and comment below if this video has helped in any way, or do you have any of your own hints and tips which help you remain calm throughout your betting journey? Let us know below, it'd be interesting to hear. Let's keep this conversation going, so yeah, comment below. I'll also put a link to my Telegram channel below, which is completely free, where I'll post lots of free tips for you guys. I think we've won 7 or 8 tips in a row now, so it's a great time to be in there. It's completely free, the link is below. We've got loads of videos coming out in the next few weeks, so make sure you like and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one guys. Happy punting, good luck with all your bets, take care, peace.